White House releases details of U.S.-China trade agreement.
President Luong Cuong concludes successful trip to attend APEC Economic Leaders Week.
The journey to prosperity from village herbs.
Hello everyone, you're watching today's news on NTV channel. My name is Đăng. Let's get started. On November 1st, the White House announced a trade deal between President Donald Trump and Chinese President Xi Jinping to reduce tensions between the two biggest economies in the world.
According to the announcement, the U.S. will cut tariffs on Chinese imports by 10%, lowering the overall rate from 57% to about 47%. Tariffs on fentanyl-related products will also be reduced from 20% to 10%. Washington will suspend for 1 year an expansion of the Commerce Department's blacklist, which restricts companies from buying U.S. technology and semiconductor equipment, a move intended to prevent export control evasion. The White House statement also said that China has agreed to suspend for 1 year its export controls on rare earth minerals and magnets. Beijing will issue general export licenses for rare earths, gallium, germanium, antimony, and graphite. Beijing agreed to allow Nexperia's chip plants in China to keep operating, helping maintain global supplies of key traditional semiconductors. Additionally, China will also suspend all retaliatory tariffs imposed since March 4th on U.S. goods such as wheat, corn, cotton, soybeans, pork, and beef.
On October 31st, Russia announced it has expanded its entry-ban list targeting officers from European Union member states and organizations in response to the EU's 19 package of sanctions.
The updated list includes law enforcement personnel, government and business representatives, as well as citizens from EU countries and several Western nations involved in supplying military aid or dual-use goods to Ukraine. It also targets those participating in actions that undermine Russia's territorial integrity or in the blockade of Russian maritime transport and cargo. Moscow has also banned entry for representatives of European institutions and government bodies from EU and other European countries that support the confiscation of Russian state assets or the use of their proceeds to benefit Ukraine. Earlier, on October 23, the EU adopted its 19th sanctions package against Russia, focusing on banks, cryptocurrency exchanges, and Russian entities operating in India and China.
On the evening of November 1st, local time, President Cuong and the high-level Vietnamese delegation departed from Busan, successfully concluding their visit to the Republic of Korea. During the trip, which took place from October 29 to November 1st, the delegation attended the 32nd APEC Economic Leaders Week and carried out a series of bilateral activities.
During the APEC Leaders Week, President Luong Cuong held a series of meetings with leaders of APEC member economies, including U.S. President Donald Trump and Chinese President and General Secretary Xi Jinping, as well as executives of leading global corporations. He also attended, participated in dialogues, and delivered key speeches at the APEC Economic Leaders meeting and the 2025 APEC CEO Summit. As part of his bilateral agenda in South Korea, President Luong Cuong held an important meeting with President Lee Jae-myung, during which both sides reaffirmed their commitment to enhancing mutually beneficial economic cooperation, in line with each country's development goals, and creating substantial progress in partnership. President Luong Cuong's trip concluded successfully, strengthening Vietnam's multilateral and bilateral engagements, and leaving a strong impression of the country's active, constructive role and growing position in promoting regional economic cooperation and advancing ties with both South Korea and APEC economies.
Coming up next are some updated news.
On the afternoon of November 1st, during the second meeting of the National Steering Committee for the implementation of Resolution No. 68 on private economic development, the Prime Minister urged ministries and sectors to quickly finalize the guidelines for enforcing laws and resolutions passed at the 9th session of the 15th National Assembly related to private enterprise growth. He also requested continued efforts to remove legal barriers to private investment in the private economy, and to propose solutions for more than 3,000 delayed or pending projects. The Prime Minister emphasized that state management agencies must actively support businesses that are ready to take on challenging tasks and promptly report any obstacles. He assigned the Ministry of Finance to continue leading tasks scheduled for completion by 2026, with a focus on assessing how each measure affects household businesses, micro, small and medium enterprises, and large corporations, ensuring consistency and effectiveness across all levels.
On the evening of November 1st, a working delegation from Nghệ province attended the That Luang Festival 2025 in Vientiane, the capital of the Lao People's Democratic Republic. The That Luang Festival is the most important traditional celebration of the Lao people. Held annually in November in Vientiane, the event features a wide range of cultural and artistic exchanges, along with exhibition booths showcasing and selling handicrafts, traditional costumes, agricultural products, and industrial goods, not only from provinces across Laos but also from neighboring countries and Laos' sister cities abroad. This year's festival serves as an opportunity to strengthen the traditional friendship, special solidarity, and comprehensive cooperation between Vietnam and Laos, while promoting trade, tourism, investment, and cultural exchange between Nghệ province and the capital city of Vientiane.
Australia's travel magazine Lonely Planet has released its list of the top 25 destinations worldwide for 2026, with Khai Nam, in Binh Dinh province, being the only representative from Vietnam to make the list. Among many world-famous destinations, Khai Nam stands out for its stunning harmony of mountains and sea, with soft curving beaches, crystal clear waters, and rugged natural rock formations like Eogeo, KY Company and Hun Co. Visitors often describe Khai Nam as where the blue sea meets the green mountains, a place where the morning sunlight sparkles across the calm waters, reflecting off the cliffs to create a vivid, picture-perfect landscape.
At the foot of Lansat Moran in Tam Hiệp Commune, Nghệ An province, an area that used to grow only acacia trees and wild myrtle has now become a green eco-zone full of medicinal herbs, thanks to the efforts of three Thai ethnic brothers. The Ting Sang Yung Herbs Farming and Processing Project is creating a new and sustainable way of development for the western part of Nghệ An.
On a 4-hectare area at the foot of Len Hot Mountain, a specialized medicinal herb farm has taken shape, cultivating 8 different species such as Solanum procumbens, Gymnema sylvestra, Crinum latifolium, Stemonet tuberosa. All are grown under a closed, strictly controlled production process, from soil preparation, planting, and care, to harvesting and processing, creating stable jobs for over 30 local workers.
This area has abundant natural herbal resources, but many have been overexploited. That's why Dr. Lavan Khoi came up with the idea of building this herbal garden, to preserve and sustainably cultivate local medicinal plants. Some varieties we collected from the forest, while others we sourced from different regions.
Beyond cultivation, the Tin Sang Duong Herbal Cooperative has invested in a full cold drying, extract making, powder grinding, and packaging system, forming a closed production chain. Currently, 5 of its product lines have earned the 3-star OCOP certification, distributed both domestically and internationally, drawing on traditional medicine knowledge. One of the 3 brothers, formerly a doctor at the Northwest Nghệ General Hospital, has transformed local herbs into valuable remedies. The cooperative now operates 2 clinics, both using herbs grown from its own farms.
We're now cultivating and processing medicinal plants to supply herbs for traditional medicine treatment. In the near future, we plan to expand into therapeutic tourism, combining healthcare with herbal experiences.
From the dream of three Thai ethnic brothers, Tin Sang Duong has grown into a symbol of new rural entrepreneurship. A place where a calm heart brings clarity of mind, and where precious medicinal herbs are being revived on the fertile land of Western Nghệ An.
This is the end of the show today. Thank you for watching.